Welcome back.
Welcome back. Whoa. That's a good way to wake them all up. If you're watching this in the morning or listening to this in the morning, yeah, welcome back.
Yeah. How you
Welcome
been?
back. Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Anything crazy we didn't already discuss this week or anything big?
I mean,
Well, yeah, here. Yeah, go through the whole debacle.
with the E30.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. I almost bought an E30. I almost bought an E30 for how much would he was asking 4,000.
Yeah.
He was asking 4,000. I didn't want to go over 3. But his minimum was 3,200. It didn't run. Or it ran.
Mm-hmm.
The vehicle ran. I'm trying to think back and remember this. It needs some fucking love. That thing was in some shape. But it was 5 hours away in southern Michigan.
Yeah.
And we would have had to trailer the vehicle back because it didn't have what was it? The rear brakes were shot.
Yeah,
it needed new rear brake
Yeah.
lines. The master cylinder all the way back to the master.
Yeah.
I think it almost needed new master cylinders from what Chris was saying.
Did it?
I think it did. So and then the lines, like you can't find the lines, so you have to, like we were talking.
Oh
about, you have to make
yeah.
them.
Yeah. We would have had to bend all the lines.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you were serious about this. I was at work and you were calling me and
Yep.
we were figuring out when we'd be able to go down and
I was dead
the trailer
serious.
situation.
Dead serious. I had a trailer lined up, Evan's trailer. It probably would have sucked with the Tacoma, but my big thing was that the interior was shot. I wasn't able to drive it. It needed maintenance. It needed a lot of maintenance. And basically after driving the truck and trailer all the way there, giving him $4,000, hell, even 3.
Well, that's not even the
5.
issue. The issue was that he had people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That was the
Yeah.
real issue, was that it was almost like there was other people that he had scheduled for Thursday to go and look at it. And then he said, if you want to, you can give me $50 to $100 to hold it till Saturday so you can come and look at it. So my big whole thing was like, and I ended up getting on the phone and calling the dude, to talk to him about it. But my whole thing was, all right, so let's say on Thursday, you get this one guy that comes in and he offers you 3.5, right?
Right.
And I come down and you say, okay, yeah, 3.5, that's great. I'm going to have to pause on the sale of this because somebody else wants to come and look at this. I drive my happy ass all the way down there with the trailer and I offer you 3.3.
Yeah.
Or I offer you 3.8.
Yeah.
Say I legitimately say I offer you 3.8 and I said, hey, I'll take this for 3.8 right now. And you say, well, hold on a minute. I got another guy that put this vehicle on hold and he's coming to look at it tomorrow.
Right.
Motherfucker, I'm 5 hours away from home. I can't. Like,
None of his proposed plan made any sense to me.
it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't. So I ultimately did not think I could get the car. I didn't, no matter how much
Normally,
I
if you were to pay somebody on Marketplace or Craigslist to hold a car, that would mean they'd take it off.
Right.
And then they'd hold it and not have it listed so you can come and look.
Right.
Or not sell it to anybody
Exactly.
like you're in front of them. But
Exactly.
he wanted to do that with 2 people already coming to look at it.
Well, and then he sent me screenshots of his messenger.
Yeah.
And there was like 50
And
people.
I believe it.
Messaging
I believe
him.
it.
It's like, I mean, yeah, sure. A lot of people want that car.
Yeah.
And it was a good deal. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it was.
It was a great deal, but
What did he have it listed at?
I think he had it listed exactly at 4,000.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, after looking at the pictures, talking it over with Chris, like what we're going to have to do, how much money it's going to cost to fix some of those things. And then also tax title, stuff like that. It's, an additional lump sum of money that you need to get just to get fucking plates on it to drive it on a roadway.
I know.
It's like, this isn't the right idea right now. This isn't the right move. I get it. It'd be a cheap E30 to get into with probably a decent running motor. But I don't know. Something was just not clicking with that.
I think
one.
with at least in my experience with like buying bikes, like if there's ever a time or a point where you're like not something's fishy or off, but you just slightly feel not good about it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely don't do it.
Yeah.
And it was a cheap price,
Yeah.
which was fine. But
Yeah.
like, there's just so much other dicking around involved with it that I just didn't feel comfortable taking the time to go get a trailer that's 45 minutes north, bring it all the way back down, then the next day drive 5 hours south to potentially be told by this guy, well, hold on, 15 other people have holds on this vehicle right now.
Right.
And I don't know. It just seems fishy. And then the other thing is like, okay, well, if I come down and I offer you $3,000 and you say no, are you going to give me my money back?
Yeah.
Are you going to give me my
I know
money
that
back?
was so weird.
Like, how are you going to honor that? I
Yeah.
don't trust people enough to give you $1,000 or $100 to hold a fucking vehicle. I
Yeah.
don't. A $3,000 vehicle at that.
Yeah.
That isn't drivable.
Mhm.
So yeah, I didn't feel comfortable with that. So I've been thinking a lot lately about the whole E30 build, and I am dead set on it. It is what I want to do. It is the car I want to build. It is. I'm 100% set on that being my build. However, my approach at it's going to be different. And I said it in the last podcast. Pay off my truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I need to stop jumping the gun. And what I need to stop doing is looking at Marketplace, because I keep finding them. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I could do this, that, and the other thing. But what I ultimately think would be a better idea would just be to pay off my truck, have no money that I owe on a vehicle, save up the cash, and go fucking buy one straight out.
I think the other thing too, because I agree with that. I think the other thing too is it's probably not intelligent for us to do two
Right.
car builds at once. So we should at
100%.
least we'll get the 9-for-4 rolling.
Yep.
And I think we'll go from there.
At that point in time, I think it'd be optimal for me to buy a
Yeah.
running E30. So here's the thing: is like I don't know if what I want in terms of this build is going to be feasible with a $5,000 E30. I don't. I don't think I'm going to get what I'm looking for for $4,000 to $5,000.
Yeah, and I mean, like, for what you want, and you're kind of leaning towards more now, like maybe leave the stock motor in it, not
Right,
go for
right.
a super powerful build,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is fine.
Absolutely.
I think I agree with where you're going at, like
Mhm.
that one in Nina here. I think something like not that much, but
Right, right.
something closer to that,
Like
where it's
maybe
like, okay,
9, 10.
it might need a little bit of body work, but
Yeah.
the engine's good, everything
Right.
else is good, like that blue one.
Right. Yeah, that blue one was, oh my God, the one in Pennsylvania was phenomenal. If I
Yeah.
could find something like that isn't bitched, that works. I don't know about these ones that guys are like collecting or have like completely perfect, pristine, original condition, because that would just be, for what I want to do to it,
Yeah.
I'd feel wrong taking a very perfect, clean body like that and just cutting it up and doing whatever. So I want one that's semi-bitched yet. But yeah, I think $7 to $10,000 is like the perfect type of E30. Problem is, I just don't think there's so many of them around here. So inevitably, I'm gonna have to end up going somewhere to get
Yeah, I
it.
think we're gonna. I think if you could find one, either do like a fly out,
Right,
drive
right,
back, or
right.
or if we figure out some different hauling situation. Yeah, because God, it wouldn't be very much fun to drive more than 5 hours
absolutely.
with their Tacoma.
Absolutely. But then all the other bullshit that comes with it, like where am I gonna put it? I think if I shut the fuck up, just be patient, right? Because I'm notorious for being impatient with my
Yeah.
buys, right?
Yeah.
I bought my Grom was impatient. My Z650 motorcycle was impatient and very impulsive. My ZX6R then was very impulsive and put me in a load of debt. And then buying a Honda Civic that I didn't need was very impulsive.
Yeah.
And then selling both of my cars to buy a pickup truck was very impulsive.
Yeah, just a little
So
bit.
I have a record. I have
Yeah.
a track record of making bad impulsive decisions. Not bad impulsive decisions, but impulsive ones that I could have maybe thought a little bit harder about.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think what I'm going to do is pay off the truck, and then I can do whatever I want after that. And
I
then,
agree.
the Tacoma isn't like a 80,000 miles and done kind of truck. Those
Yeah.
are like, fuck, that thing can run forever.
Yeah.
And right now, what I'm really focusing on with the truck is, one, we talked about it. How do we make this thing more cinematic, like capable, right?
Mhm.
Like, how do we make this thing just great for when we want to go film rollers with Lamborghinis or
Yeah.
Bugattis or fucking Pagani, whatever. How do we make this thing like that? And then the other thing is, what we've talked about
Yeah.
is the rack on the bed with the tent on
Yeah.
top. Fuck.
You want that so bad.
I found
How
one.
much though?
On Marketplace, the whole rack
Okay.
with extra jerry cans that snap to the side. And then the other side had one other thing.
3?
No, it was 1,400, but it came with the full tent.
Really?
Full tent on top too.
For those that don't know, those tents for those Tacomas are
The
fucking
tent
up
alone is
there.
probably $1,400.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Yeah.
So I talked to Lauren about it. I'm like, I don't really want a used tent that somebody might have been fucking in or something. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's these things called washing them.
Yeah.
So I can wash the tent. But
Did you
yeah.
go look at it or no?
No, I haven't.
No.
I'm deciding. There's a lot of options on Marketplace. Like I can get the whole bed rack for just $300.
Really?
Yeah, and it's
Really?
got all the overlanding.
Does that rack go
attachments.
all the way up to the top of where like the cab sits?
So it goes. I think you can get one that goes.
Do you not want one? You want one of the halves?
I don't want a half one, but they make one that stops just shy of where the third brake light is, and it's like 5 inches from the roof. So then when you get the tent,
It's still
it sits flush.
Yeah.
The top of the tent sits flush with the top of the truck. So, and I think that looks really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want that ultimately because like, I mean, between camping at Road America and all that stuff that we have desire to do this year, and then fuck, I mean, even Evan and Josie, they love camping too.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, fuck, if we just got one big campsite.
I know. I can't believe that you and Lauren haven't done more camping. Like, I'm
haven't.
excited for this summer.
We haven't.
Yeah, it's great. I
I'm
got
excited.
Quinn into that, like actually tent camping last
Dude,
year.
yeah.
So
It's a blast.
yeah, we have a little bit more equipment to buy. Like, there's a couple other
Oh my
things
God,
that we
yeah.
need that are just gonna make it a little bit easier. But I've already had pretty much everything. It's
Yeah.
just it's a great time.
It is.
And then combine that with Road America.
Oh my God,
I
yeah.
know.
And just friends overall. I mean,
Yeah.
watching a race, camping,
Yeah,
going back to the campsite, building a fire,
dude,
hanging
we're getting
out.
close to races.
I know.
Very close.
I
to
think
races.
there's actually a lot of events at Road America starting this month.
I don't know, but the first one I'll be going to is the Vintage Moto Fest, which again you're gonna lose
Oh
or
my
miss.
God.
I asked Quinn if she'd be able to make it. I don't think she is.
When
so-
is that? That's the Saturday I get
That's
back from Florida, right?
It's that weekend that you get back. Yeah,
Mm.
so you're not gonna be there for it.
Fucker, dude. Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I get back late Saturday night.
Yeah.
Did you see our Go Getters chat with Austin in the season opener?
What did he say?
He said he has prom that day. You didn't see that?
No,
Oh, dude, hold on. I'll pull it up right now.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
have to
said
be
s-
alone.
I said Sam's gonna be fucking pissed. Hold on. I
Oh
gotta go
my
up.
god.
I gotta go up.
He
I'll
can't
find it.
miss prom though. Is he a junior? Yeah.
I don't know.
No, he's a sophomore
He's got to be a.
because he just got his license this past year, 2023.
Yeah, so he said Friday 6:53 in the morning. He posted the WCC, the official WCC post on Instagram. And he says, I have my prom on the season opener with a crying emoji. And I said, oh no, ... I'm in Florida. Sam, this is bad.
I didn't
You
see
didn't
that.
see this?
No.
He said, I would skip prom, but it's my first one.
Oh.
It's on May 11th, right? I said, it is,
Yeah.
LOL. And he just sent, fuck. Oh, shit.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that fell on a not
Yeah.
super great day.
No, not at
it's
all.
fine. It's fine.
It's okay, WCC. It's not your fault. It's
No.
ours.
We'll still pull a video through.
Yeah.
It'll still come out good.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. And then we'll make it up after that with all the Road America events.
Dude, I was just thinking, because I was watching one of our videos back, the feeling like of waking up at like 5 a.m., getting together,
there.
stopping at Quick Trip to get some energy drinks and
Yes.
driving.
Yes, and
like,
you got the haze.
I'm so excited
Oh.
for that again. Like 50 degrees. Like,
Oh my
I'm so
God.
excited. And
The
then like
sun coming
driving
up.
the drive from Appleton down to
Right.
Elkhart Lake, like
Right.
through the countryside. And
It's a great time.
I'm so excited.
I am fucking.
and you know
beyond
there
excited.
might be a car. So
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And then maybe I can
one
take
day
the
we could take.
TTRS.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
you know,
Dude, I'm so excited for it.
then we
It's
could
good.
cruise. I
Yeah.
mean, we could cruise together. Realistically,
Yeah.
even if I don't have the E30 yet,
Yeah.
maybe I could take the TTRS and you take the Porsche. And we
Does your mom let you do that?
She-
I know you guys have
a
taken
couple
it-
times.
Okay.
A couple times.
But
I took
if-
it all the way to Door County.
Yeah. So if you were like, "Hey, we're going to Road America,"
I think there's
You
a
think
little
so?
bit more of
More-
a trust
Yeah,
with
okay,
the car. It was
cool.
the initial buy that was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I think inevitably I'm going to end up buying that car.
I think eventually, yeah.
And it's not like the newness of it, you know, whatever. I think the TTRS is such a underestimated,
Not anymore. People are building those out to 1,500
well, right.
horsepower.
But that's
yeah.
the thing is I still think they're underrated.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
do.
yeah.
I think people look
they-
at them and they're just like,
Yeah, they didn't get the attention or
right.
kind of initially. I think a big part of that is because the original ones were so goddamn
Oh, yeah,
ugly.
Yeah.
You know, when they came out with that third
Yeah.
generation,
100%.
they're great. I mean, one of my favorite
Dude,
cars
yeah.
is driving Forza.
It's completely ironic that
Yeah.
it shows up on the
It always
the back.
happens.
But yeah, I mean
No.
the red, the way the guy spec'd it out when he bought it brand new, I mean, just fucking it's a
Yeah.
great car and I don't want to
I would
that one
definitely
slip.
put some different suspension on it. Get it down a little bit with some different wheels. Not stance. But
Yeah, Chris would argue with that one because the Audi Sport, that is a like the dynamic suspension.
Oh,
when
I'm
you
sure
change
it's
the
great.
mode, it fucking
I'm sure it's great.
I
It
would like
doesn't
to
look
lower
good.
it.
It doesn't
I
look
would
good at
love
all.
to lower
Yeah.
it. And then
It's
the
like-
wheels are
That'd be like,
fucking-
okay, if you bought a brand new Audi R8,
Right.
why would you want 4 inches of wheel gap?
No.
It's not a rally
The-
car.
I understand that like from the factory, the performance is
I get it.
great. The
Yeah.
Audi Sport performance is fucking phenomenal. However,
Put some Bilsteins on there. It's
There's-
probably gonna be better.
oh my god, yeah,
Just
it's probably gonna be
saying.
better. And I don't care if I mean comfort mode is gone at that.
I was gonna
point,
say
but
the only thing you're missing, if you went to like a upgraded Bilstein kit, the only thing you're missing is street ability.
the ability
Yeah.
to turn into a comfortable mode,
right.
right?
And I understand that. I mean,
That's
for
great.
them, I think
They
I-
need it.
Yeah,
They need it.
yeah. I wouldn't do that. They
But
don't probably like getting
I
butt
don't-
fucked everywhere they go. Just,
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I have it in dynamic with the dildo on the seat every time I'm driving it, and just fucking, yep, this is great. No, but the wheels are fucking atrocious.
I know.
I've said that a couple times.
Yeah.
It's disgusting,
Dude, it's crazy because like back in the day, they didn't do this shit. Like looking at these E3s and 944s, they put legit like BBS style wheels on these cars.
I know the stock factory.
And now they're putting these fucking wind turbine
I
wheels.
know,
Like,
I know. They look like fucking
you got the Tesla turbine wheels.
like animated cartoon feet
Yeah,
and legs.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
golf clubs.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's disappointing.
It is.
No, those are great
is.
cars. With the research I've been doing for this engine, so the newest version of the 07K, it's called something different, but it's the same thing. The heads are different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the RS3 and the TTRS platform are
Right.
getting up to like a drive. Like people drive on the streets, 1,200 horsepower.
I know. They're fucking
It's-
phenomenal.
It's fucking that motors out of those.
The drags, yeah.
This is what's wild.
I know.
Just for the heads. Okay. Well, okay. The block is aluminum too, but the motor. If you wanted to buy a TTRS motor, it's $15,000. Mine costed $250.
$250. You know what I'm like really I think will be fucking hilarious. Or not hilarious, but cool to hear at some point, right? Because I'll have the TTRS
Yeah.
when your motor is inside of the Porsche 944.
Yeah.
We'll still have the TTRS for sure. That thing ain't going nowhere. But what will be really cool is take the TTRS, do a dig with it, right? Feel it out from first gear to fourth gear, right? And you hear the noises, right? And then you do the same exact thing in the Porsche 944 and see, okay, what is the difference in noise?
I'll tell you right now, the difference in noise is going to be insane.
You think so?
Well, one, I'm going to have a custom exhaust on it
That's
because
true.
we have to do
Right.
custom
Yeah.
exhaust. But two, the amount of silencing for all the EVAP stuff
Right.
that TTRS
right.
has, you can barely hear the turbo on there.
Yeah.
The other big difference is that has a dual clutch.
That's true.
So not only the sound difference, I mean, on mine, you're going to hear more of a spool up, and then it's just going to die out, and then it's going to come back because it's manual.
Your shifting is going to be
Dual
a
clutch
different point,
just
too.
consistently, right?
Yeah,
But the other
yeah.
big thing is mine will feel faster. Well, it'll feel more aggressive
Probably more
because
torquier too.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'll feel more aggressive because it's a manual.
Right.
That's what I was saying with the
Right,
GTI.
right.
Like the manual GTI, because when you shift, it throws you back.
Right,
The
right.
TTRS throws you back actually quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
when you get on it.
you feel that,
But it's like
bouncing
so
back.
fast that you don't have the time for your body to move
It's
forward.
smooth.
Yeah.
It's very smooth.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna feel way different. The other thing too is, so what are those? Those are like 450 from the factory, right? Isn't
Mhm.
it? Yeah.
I think about
So
450,
with the
yeah.
tune, we'll just say it's sitting at 5. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
500 horsepower on an all-wheel drive platform
Wild.
versus 400 on a rear-wheel drive.
It's gonna be
the
a weird-
TTRS is
yeah.
gonna be way harder hitting.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be so sick.
I'm excited because they're not gonna sound the same.
But that's the cool part about it is that it's the same exact motor, right?
Yeah.
But it's everything that you build off of that motor and how it drastically changes the driving experience and the sound and the quality. But it's the same exact heart.
yeah.
The same exact heart, and it's just the little things that you're doing to it and the vehicle that you're putting it in that is going to change it drastically.
Yeah.
And it's like that goes to show the creativity behind
Yeah.
like Audi Sport. And when they put this thing in originally, like where did they go with it? Like what decisions did they make here on the exhaust? Which decisions did they make here with, what type of trans are they going to put in it? The dual clutch, all that
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Can you imagine that car in a manual?
Man, oh my God,
That'd
Did
be
they
like
make?
I don't think so, because that'd be like a real original R8,
Yeah.
like baby R8,
Could you
like
imagine
legitimately.
gated manual in that?
That'd be fucking not
Oh
even
my-
gated, just a manual in general.
Right, just manual,
Yeah.
but like, oh my God,
Yeah.
You like, well, the original, like, what were they like 20?
The
Or not the
you're saying
original, but
first gen.
yeah, the first
Yeah.
gen ones that were gated manual. I
Yeah.
mean, imagine hopping in that and then hopping in the baby R8 and
I know.
fucking gated manual in that one too. God
Yeah.
damn, dude.
The other big difference too is that car probably doesn't. I don't think the TTRS will let you rev over like 7. After we're done with my motor with everything, it's gonna go out to 85.
Holy fuck.
So
Jesus.
it's gonna be a screamer.
Are you gonna have to get? Sorry, we're okay. this is completely different than a normal podcast.
Yeah, that's
we have
fair.
not started off with. Actually, you know what? Let's
can
jump into that and then we'll keep talking.
let's continue this.
Hold on. Let me grab the
All right, today we're gonna actually do a step back into Angels Envy.
Envy.
We're gonna take a step back into Angels Envy. We haven't had this on the podcast in over a year now.
Yeah. Fuck, hold on. Before we continue with this, what were we talking about so we don't forget?
The TTRS and the
Oh God. Dude, I knew that was gonna happen.
That's why I was like, stop. Our
Shit.
brains don't work like that.
Shit.
What the fuck were we talking about?
Oh no, dude.
We were talking about the TTRS and 8,500 RPM redline.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you were gonna ask. You were
I
about
was
to
gonna
ask.
ask like
Yeah. So after we're done with ours, it'll the 944 will be about 85. I don't.
Oh, are you gonna have to put new tacks on it? Does
Yeah.
it rev up? What does the original tack rev up to?
So the original 944 inline 4,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was 63 red started, and I think it capped at 8. So it's gonna have to go above that.
Yeah.
The weird thing about these early gen 944s though is the tack actually swings. It's on the right hand side and it swings down. So instead
Really?
of coming up, it goes and it starts on your right
And it goes down.
and it comes down and to the left, like clockwise.
Dude, that's fucking.
I know, isn't that weird? I think I'm gonna do a swap though. The original positioning, because it's got the three holes for the 3 round gauges.
Mm-hmm.
So on the left is like your accessory, middle is speedometer, and right is tack. I think I'm gonna put the tack in this dead center,
That
like
would
all the
actually
new
be fucking
Porsches.
sick. That would be sick.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you have the giant
the
center
giant center one
tachometer.
and all the little ones off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
So could you do? You want to keep it as original as possible on the dash.
The
Right.
dash.
Right.
Beyond that, the interior's pretty much getting
Right. Exactly. But like for me, like my tacks
Yes.
on the E30, those will be gone.
But the E30, the problem is BMW and Audi are historical for putting shit
Yeah.
gauges in. The
Well, and they weren't
Porsche is like
bad.
classic, just the round. It's got
I personally like for my build, I like the vibe more of the rectangular digital tack.
yeah.
The replacement that I can put in there.
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
But you wouldn't do that with the Porsche.
There's no way to make it look good without cutting a shit ton of stuff on mine.
Right, because you got that. Yours is like
Because it comes
three-dimensional
forward,
off,
and then
yeah.
it's got like these tubes,
Right.
And at the end of the tube is the tack, so you're
Right.
looking through like these tubes. Basically, it's like
see, I see.
recessed.
I
So
see.
I'd have to cut the like guts out of the dash so that you could fit like the Holley
I see.
or
I
no
see.
the Haltech Race ECU and display.
I see.
You know, so I don't want to do that.
No. That's a lot of shit, man. Sorry. It's a little bit late in the day and it's a Sunday, so bear with the yawns. We're doing the best we can.
All right, so
Hey,
today-
hold on. Did you hear? Okay, this is totally off track, and it's just another ADHD moment. Did you hear Post Malone and Morgan Wallen's song?
you know Post Malone sings really good country, right?
Right, but did you hear their
No,
snippet?
no.
Oh,
Is it good?
it's coming out soon, and it fucking sounds so. I don't know if it's coming out soon, but man, my God, just a great song.
Yeah, he's I think he did for Christmas one time. He was just sitting around with a bunch of guys drinking a Bud Light with like an acoustic guitar.
Yeah,
and
I know what you're talking
when
about.
he doesn't sing with autotune like his style, it's
my
his
God,
style.
so good.
I like Post Malone.
I
but
know
when
what
he
you're
sings,
talking
like his
about.
actual voice is fucking crazy.
I know what you're talking about. It was some famous country singer's band that he performed with.
Yes.
in a room.
Yeah, I was just like in a studio.
And they
on
sang
YouTube.
I'm Gonna Miss Her by Brad Paisley. Sang that he
Mhm.
sang that song. It's so good. I love that
Yeah.
song. Well, I'm gonna miss her when I get home. That's a good song.
All right. Well, let's move on from that.
Moving on. Sorry, that was not at all what we were supposed
All right.
to
So if you have been following us for a while now, probably about a year and a couple months ago, we tried Angels Envy on the podcast. We've drank in it multiple times since, but we haven't drank it on the podcast.
No.
We drank that bottle. Actually, we still have that first bottle. It's empty on the bottom shelf. But this is a phenomenal whiskey. What are you thinking?
I'm confused. Hold it up for a second. I'm confused.
Why?
The liquid seems a little bit darker.
I think because we were drinking it down and there was less
Oh.
volume in there.
Maybe it was brighter in the room
Yeah.
when I was looking at
And
it.
it could have been,
initially.
yeah.
It looks really dark.
So yeah, so for those that don't know about Angels Envy, we'll clue you in a little bit here. This is a up there favorite for both of us. What? What?
I was just having a sped moment.
Oh.
I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
So Angel's Envy is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's a pretty standard whiskey. There's nothing crazy about it, except for the fact that it's finished in port wine barrels, and that's what really pulls us through. So right off the nose, you get more of like that Four Roses scent, where it's sweeter. It's got kind of a floral note, and then, dude, the taste on this is so fucking good.
It's a great drink.
I've had this every day for Valentine's Day since me and Quinn started dating.
I've always enjoyed this one. I haven't drank it enough, but every time I do drink it, I like it. I like it a lot.
Here's the cork.
Oh,
that was a good one.
Yeah.
It vibrated through the bottle.
That had a lot of suction in there.
Real quick, we'll just talk about the bottle because this is what actually got us to get into this.
It's a good bottle.
What a unique style. You get that really thin profile like Woodford does with theirs, but it's tall. The label's on the side, and then the back has this super cool like angel wings going down it.
Yeah.
I could have sworn those used to be white, but I could be wrong. Grab the other bottle.
I kept looking for differences too, but
yeah, no, the exact same.
I didn't know that this was right here either.
Also gets really big points for real wood topper and real cork.
Real cork.
Phenomenal. So
yeah, it gives you that flask vibe.
Yeah.
Holding the bottle.
Yeah, when you hold it.
It's a good little thing. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. It's been a while since I've actually drank.
Have you eaten recently?
I have. I had a whole bowl of freaking Chipotle before coming here.
You want to take that cup off the coaster there so this can sit on there. I don't want a water ring on it. There we go. Nice. Yeah, we're doing a throwback just because we've been on a new whiskey every single weekend, and we do have Traveler. We haven't tried that yet.
Oof,
we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that next weekend. But we just wanted to kind of go back to this real quick. This is brought to you by Quinn's parents.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Thank you.
We've been meaning to buy a bottle of this stuff, but the prices have been varying so bad, and they were at the store and they saw them. So.
And we've been on a bit of a kick buying like new, just getting ourselves into shit that we probably didn't need, but we got it anyways. But yeah, thank you very much for this. This is awesome.
It was actually the same weekend I almost bought it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
That's right. We were looking.
The next day they came over and brought this over. So yeah, this is such a good whiskey. Yeah, dude, the smell on that smells so good.
I can already smell it.
I had bottle. I didn't drink a bottle. I drank a glass of double oak the other night.
Oh, really?
With some food.
How was that?
And well, it wasn't that one. It was my drinker that's downstairs. That one probably needs to be drank up pretty soon though. We gotta get going. But anyways, dude, I can't drink that whiskey anymore without literally mentally shutting down and transporting myself to Tennessee.
Really?
The smell, the flavor.
Oh yeah.
I literally the second it gets poured out of that bottle, I'm like, holy shit. It just reminds me of it so much.
I've had such good times with it and such bad times. It's a love-hate relationship for me and Double Oak, in all honesty.
That's true.
Man, if you're not going into that with a little bit of fucking caution, you might end up in a bear-infested woods, potentially harming yourself or putting yourself in harm. Not harming yourself. Not like suicidal, but like, I mean, like, you know.
Gotta clarify now. It's 2024.
You put yourself in a bad spot. I'll be honest.
Man.
My nose is leaking, dude.
Do you want some Kleenex?
Do you have some? Oh my God.
My allergies have been fucking terrible this week.
That's probably what I have.
Yeah. Every morning when I wake up, I have to take allergy meds, and about an hour later, it goes away.
I probably haven't been sick then. I've probably just had allergies.
Yeah. Take some antihistamines. It'll probably go away.
No, I'm only saying that because last time I was here and I said I had allergies, everybody ended up getting sick. So
yeah.
Now here I am.
Yeah.
Not trying to be an asshole or anything, but it just happened.
There's a dog by you.
Yep, a little Doge. Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right.
Oh, God. I'm excited for this one.
This smells just so good.
It's got that port wine smell to it. Yeah, dude, you can smell the wine in this.
Yeah, it's just got such, I wouldn't say fruity.
It's not fruity, but it's like the wine alcohol vapor.
And there's just a slight amount of that classic like caramel coming through.
Yeah, this is like you ever have those caramel apple candies, the caramel with the green apple?
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of that.
I do love this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Here we go.
Oh man,
So good.
that is so good.
I'm going to punch myself in the nose if it doesn't stop leaking.
This is so this is very, very different than Four Roses, and I've only had one. I've had Four Roses small batch. We haven't yet.
I was going to say,
yeah.
you think what is the difference?
So Four Roses has a lot more of that like sweet, like fruity floral notes to it
Right.
than this does.
Right.
I want to do a Four Roses run too. We got to get Four Roses.
We do.
But it's not the same. If you like Four Roses, you'll like this. Have you had Four Roses?
I've never had Four
Yeah.
Roses. We see the bottles. The one thing that's turned me off from Four Roses. When we go to Grainworks, I look at Four Roses. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks good. But when I go to Meijer, I see the big plastic bottle version of Four
It's the
Roses.
same, yeah.
And I'm like, Double Oak doesn't have a big plastic 7-Up bottle full of
101 does.
Does it really?
Yeah. The thing is there's like 7 different kinds of Four Roses.
That's the problem
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
having with it. I don't
So
know. I'm struggling.
base
to
Four
want it.
Roses is probably not very good. I don't know. I've only had the small batch.
See-
I really didn't mind it. We had it when we went to the comedy club with Quinn's parents.
I am a very improper bourbon buyer.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I very well swayed my opinion of buying a bottle based off of how the bottle looks.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a huge, gigantic version of the bottle, like fucking Maker's Mark,
Yeah.
right? Which is the premium whiskey, right, for mixing, sure. But sorry if that really offended anybody. I'm sure people are just fuming after that one.
It's not super great.
It's not great at all. But yeah, it's like one of my big things that I look at. Is there?
I can agree. I think they all market. That's a strategy. They
Right.
market. I mean, think about all these bottles we have. They are designed a specific way to
attract.
yeah to make you grab it off the shelf. But
It's
yeah,
clickbait.
yeah, no,
is what it
I
is.
would agree though. If you see, for the most part, if you see a big liter plastic one next to it, you probably shouldn't be sipping it. The exception would definitely be 101. 101 is so good.
Right,
So
right.
good. But what do you get? This is such a hard one to describe the flavor. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. I mean, drinking wine and then drinking this, I get the same flavor. Not the same flavor. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But I get that feeling of taking a sip of wine, that hot, like I'm talking like a red wine. You know what I mean?
So this, if you had a piece of, this is the best way I can describe this, a piece of oak wood that you sanded, and it's like fucking like raw dry wood, right? And you had a little plank of that, and you took a sip of wine and then licked the. I'm dead serious. I know this is funny. It's like just a subtle hint of that oakiness
Yeah,
that
yeah.
comes through.
Yeah.
Like right when it hits your mouth. Yeah, you get that wine, like that port wine. That,
No, I get what
like
you're
it's
saying.
not sweet, but it's sweet.
I get what you're saying. I just
then
have a
it's
fucking
just-
bad mindset.
And then it's a slight little piece of a little tiny bit of that oak, but it's very good, very
Yeah.
very good.
No, it is. It
Like I
is.
said, I've had this so the past 2 years. Jesus Christ!
Take a little sip of the wine and then you lick the wood.
Yeah.
Come on. That's great.
Oh man.
Dude, I can't even. All right. No, but I hear what you're saying. It's the hot flavor of a glass of red wine. Like if I were to take a sip of that stuff in there, that doesn't have like really any flavor at all, but like it's wine, and then I were to take my tongue and drag it across that barrel. Then yeah,
Yeah.
then yeah,
Pretty accurate.
yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. This is how much? What's the proof on this? Yeah, this is low. I was gonna say this is barely hot at all. This is 86.6, so you're looking at a 43.3% alcohol by volume.
That's
But
actually not that much.
no, this is significantly low. Oh, uncorked on. It's got a date. You want to hand me that pen? That's awesome. So this actually has a spot to write the date you uncorked it, so that you
nice.
can track. Because this is the issue we're coming into now.
Oh,
All of
I
our
know.
well, not all of it. Like 35% of our whiskey collection is approaching or over a year old.
Yeah,
What's the date today?
324. Sorry, 25. After he writes it.
Yeah.
Theo, your breath smells like shit.
It's because we got him new food, dude.
It's
It smells
funneling
so
up my chest and just hit me
good.
right
Is he
now.
just like wanting you to rub him right now?
Well, yeah, he's putting his he's just resting his head on my leg. And then he just came and shoved my fucking hand in his mouth.
Yeah, his breath's been kind of iffy recently. Yeah, if you can find a bottle of this,
Pick it up.
it's been kind of iffy actually in terms of availability for the past, I'd say probably 6-7 months. Just a little nose. He smells the whiskey. He wants to try it. Yeah, if you can find this, definitely grab it. Real quick, don't buy this over like $45. We walked into where was that? Over in Kaukauna, a liquor store, and they were trying to sell this to us for $88. That is a
Tennessee-
fucking joke.
Tennessee, it was selling for like $70.
Yeah, no, this is a $40 bottle of whiskey. Don't let anything else. If you see it over that, don't buy it.
Yeah.
So basically, like we said, I'm not going to read this description, but it's every other bourbon. However, unlike other bourbons, it's finished in port wine casks, giving a complex flavor, 100% right off the bat. So you hear Theo fucking going at it,
Dude,
that bone.
He's
dude.
like,
Holy
these guys are
shit.
fucking annoying me. Nobody's fucking playing with me. Sorry for my language. I apologize. I'm getting better at it, I think. Yeah, I don't know. My grandma tells me I just got a bad mouth. I know, it's terrible.
So hey, today we wanted to talk about, not necessarily just this, but what pieces of the puzzle make up a good car video. So whether that's an edit, cinematic, whatever you want to call it,
Like what makes
compilation.
What makes it?
What are the elements?
attractive?
What are the elements that make it really win?
I mean, I'll tell you the first thing that always comes to my mind, and I love this just because I got an ear for it. But it's the music.
Yeah.
The music, 100%.
I agree.
Like even after listening to, the video,
Yeah.
the forbidden classified USA.
Hey, video is coming out very soon.
Yeah,
We are right on the corner of this getting dropped. So
it's coming in
Yes.
real hot.
yes.
Coming in real
It's
hot.
good,
But as of
isn't it?
right now, it's classified by the U.S. government. You can't touch it unless you go through the FBI or my agent. Number is in the description below. You can give them a call. Probably just tell you to fuck off.
It's your phone number. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's mine.
hello?
Fuck
Fuck
off.
yourself.
Yeah, fuck off. Oh God. But the music was
Yeah.
like the part where I was like, bone chills.
Yeah, I mean, I told you this today too. Like the second part of the show, to find that song took me 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time to find the right song. I
Right.
mean, you could go and grab any song you want, slap it on there, but it won't work and it won't pull it all together. I think the audio is really important, and it's not just audio as in the music. I think the audio, kind of everything. Like you saw the timeline early.
Right.
Early section is a lot of like outdoor stuff.
Right.
It's a lot of
Right.
nature, stuff like that. There's a lot of ambient sounds that if you add them in correctly, it just works. Whether that's nature or stuff like
talking.
people talking, turbo blow offs,
That
like
make the vibe a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
You understand the situation more, but you got the music that's kind of setting that vibe at the same time. Yeah, the noises are for me.
and that's actually the thing that pulls like feature films, like movies together.
Yeah,
Almost all movies, if you just hit mute, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
dude?
this is nothing.
Yeah,
This is nothing.
music.
It's
Music
sound.
is extremely important. Extremely important. And I didn't really fully understand that until this past year.
I think the second one would be kind of a segue of the music, but the talking points. You know what I mean? Like added in. Oh God, I don't want to talk too much about it because.
You can just don't.
But like adding in conversations that are being had throughout those days.
Yeah.
That you're adding in between snippets of things like, other people that owned cars that were there talking and adding that in.
Yeah, I think like a big.
It's like narrating.
That's
almost.
something that we've tried to do is bring more of a.
Like personality to it.
Yeah,
but
because-
not ours. It's
Yeah.
it's the people of the car scene. You know what I mean? Like some of the guys from
Eminence.
Eminence.
Yeah.
Wow, sorry. It's the whiskey. I promise you didn't forget. And my ADHD. But yeah, the guys from Eminence, like bringing in their personalities, bringing in people from the show's personalities, the businesses that were there,
Yeah.
Martini Works, Lowered Lifestyle, some of the people that are sitting in the tents, selling stuff like that, like bringing in that overall personality and allowing you guys to hear that. I mean, that's a big part of it too.
I think Gatlinburg is an easy way to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But I think like this trap, I don't know if it's a trap. It's like there's like a pattern. Like there's like some unspoken recipe that everyone follows when they're making like an edit. Like let's say one car, right? And we can take the Civic video that we did, for example. The video will start out with like environment shots.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the correct storytelling path.
It is.
You're trying to tell a story of, okay, we're at a car wash.
Yep.
You're showing other things without getting too fucking obnoxious and repetitive, and then you're going to start the car edit.
Right.
But the problem is almost everybody that I've seen just does the car edit.
See, and that's the thing is like, for me, like when I'm watching a video like the Type R Civic, the Civic Type R1, I can resonate so well with that because there are so many nights and so many car people out there where you have like your car build. Doesn't matter if it's a shitter or if it's a fucking dream build, right? Doesn't matter what it is. You have those nights where you went out at sundown or the sun was setting, and you hit up a car wash.
Yeah.
And what are you looking at? You're looking at the colors of your car, the colors of like what is the sunset doing to your car? I'd say it's bringing out a paint code that you've never seen before because it just looks so good.
Yeah.
With the sun setting and the blue sky shining down on your car. And those are the things that you're looking at. You're looking at, you're smelling, you're just feeling that vibe of that nighttime. And then, maybe you're sitting there and you're just imagining in your head while watching it. You're smelling a bonfire somewhere. Somebody's burning wood somewhere.
Yeah.
You wish you could go figure out where they're at.
Yeah.
But now instead what you're about to do is roll down all your windows, turn on some music, and go for a drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I absolutely agree with you. I think adding in the cinematic of the scenery around is
but
huge.
my point is not just at the beginning. I think like almost a lot of people do not do that, but a lot of people do it well too. Like FJ Films, a lot of times throughout he'll add in sections of environment, whether that's nature or buildings or whatever. But almost everybody that we see that's not like fucking massive on YouTube does the standard intro with the environment, and then it's just car the rest of the time. And I think it draws a lot.
100%.
I think it gets too repetitive.
It does.
That's what we did really good with
does.
like, let's even just the show.
Yeah, it does.
Like pulling out from what you're looking at and
From
be like,
one
okay,
area,
step
going to
back.
another.
There's other stuff going on. There's shirts hanging over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Without being too distracting and
Absolutely.
and like totally ruining attention spans. Yeah.
I want to just say this about the YouTube video for anybody that's wondering. Is that my battery door that's open on my camera?
I'd leave it open. Cool's better.
Gotcha. Okay, so I was saying that like one of the, like what you were saying, kind of drawing back, taking a step back, looking at the other things that are going on. When you guys are watching this video, just keep in mind the completely like the multiple different stories that are being told. Yeah. It's all one overall big picture, but there are so many different things going on that were happening while maybe you were just at this one location, but you didn't know what was going on over here, downtown Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. Like you didn't know what was going on down there. So there's like all these different things that are going on. But yeah, driving back, filming something else and just kind of changing the entire vibe and emotion that's going through you. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's a story. That's a legit full-fledged story.
And that's what we both, I mean, since we started this thing, we've been like really hampering on one, quality, but two, like figuring out how to visually storytell instead of, because like this vlog shit is so uncomfortable.
It is.
One, because it's just weird. You're doing this in public. But two, it's just like it's in your face and it's blatant.
It is.
And I'm much more of a fan of like, let's take the WCC one, right? We did that thing where literally what we just said. The noises, the music was perfect. We did an environment at your garage and then outside to show that we went from inside to outside, and then the car video, and then it cut to kind of B-roll, but kind of also A-roll of us kind of in the car talking, doing some polls, and then it goes to the show. But then throughout the show, we pop back in.
Yeah.
And
then the end of it and how we felt at the end of it. I mean, that's just an overall story that people can relate to. If you guys haven't seen the WCC season opener video on our YouTube channel, that is one that is like from start to finish.
That was our first like show video.
That is from start to finish, just an overall day in the life of going to a car show.
Yeah.
But then filming it in a cinematic perspective versus us just saying, "Oh, hey guys, we're going to WCC." You know what I mean? And that's cool if you guys do that, but like overall, it's a story.
The
It's a
only
movie.
thing I wish it did better was color on that, but we didn't have that shit down yet at that time. But it is a very good
It's
video.
getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting way better.
Yeah.
That's all you though. I haven't done any
The
of that.
color has been a fucking pain in the ass.
I bet.
Oh my God.
Color's a tough one.
It is.
Color is something that I can't wrap my brain around.
It's hard, especially in DaVinci. It's hard. It's very hard. And I'm not even going to claim that I know what I'm doing. Like I know how to get the outcome,
Right.
but there's so many different ways to get there and so many different ways you can fuck it up along that process.
Dude.
Yeah, it's just a pain. But
It's a mind fuck the whole time. Like sitting here looking at yours, and then I'll honestly go and look at mine, and even that Lamborghini video that I haven't dropped yet because I want you to go over that and look at that one because I'm like, fuck, dude.
the night.
Oh
the
my
night one,
God,
yeah.
I'll sit there and just fucking torture myself. Like,
Yeah.
is it done? Is it color graded?
I'll
properly?
say this though, real quick about like stuff like this, whether it's photos or video, like especially when you are getting into this as a hobby, like yeah, you could sit on it and keep questioning if it's done or if it's
Right.
good, but like at a certain point, just post it.
Just post it,
Just post
and then
it.
over time you'll look back at it
Yeah.
and be like, okay, that's what I would have changed about that. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, and I'm not saying give up on what your outcome is, but like, you gotta be like, I don't know if vulnerable is the right term, but you gotta be okay with posting
Something.
mediocre content.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a
absolutely.
photo or a
Absolutely.
video.
Yeah.
Like if you don't fully understand color yet, but you're like 30% of the way there
Right,
and your
right.
video's done, just post a video.
Right.
You're gonna
Right.
get it eventually. And the only way that you're gonna figure this out is if you keep making shit. So if you're just dwelling on that one video, you're never gonna make a different
Right.
thing, you know.
Yeah, that's
So,
valid. That's valid. Look at that wake up call from Sam. That happens, guys. It happens. Hey, that's huge though. I mean, that's honestly like that's a like a right here, right now kind of thing for people to kind of see exactly what this is between you and I, and what this has been for automotive artistry. And it's, you know, one person that is very skilled and intellectual in videography and cinematography and, you know, excelling in editing. And then somebody that, you know, fucking has pretty much sucked at it the whole time. Bought a camera that he didn't know how to use, 2 cameras that he doesn't know how to use.
Dude, yeah, you were talking about impulse buys earlier. I was
Oh
like, this
my
motherfucker,
God,
dude.
Fuck. Yeah, the cars aren't
About like $4,000 in camera equipment, like within 6 months.
yeah. There was a day we came back from Road America and the A6400 was
dude,
like, all
Day
right.
one, our first YouTube video, you were like, you know what? We gotta fix this. And you went
Yeah.
out and bought a 6400, which we shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have got rid
But
of.
then it was the same exact decision process for the FX30,
Yeah.
which was just, hey, you know what? Here's my card. Just go ahead.
This turned out to be really good. Though.
Oh my God, yeah.
That camera is a fucking beast, dude.
I'm
For a
stoked about
crop
this one.
sensor, APS-C, this blows my mind. Like color grading all this footage and looking over it, like unless you jack up the exposure,
Yeah.
the footage is very, very, very good.
I'm excited to
very
get better
impressed.
with it.
You got to figure out the lens setups, but yeah, the camera itself. But anyways, we're going off a side tangent. Yeah, no, the storytelling is just so important.
Yeah.
And not just I think just not sticking. And that's a not style, but that's a artistic decision. I mean, if you don't want that, that's
It
fine.
is,
I think that's something that we look at, and we've talked about this a lot. When we look at other creators that are doing what we're doing, we compare ourselves to them. I think a lot of the times I hear this conversation happen a lot with us where we're just like, we don't want it to look like that. We want to make sure we have more, like, so our goal has always kind of been like blending the cinematics with like our personality, other people's personality, like kind of like directly talking, but not, you know, so I like all of our videos, and everyone that's watched them that we have direct contact with does like how those are set up.
I absolutely love it. Do I think I have favorites? And over time, have they gotten better? Absolutely, yes. But the overall style of it, I think it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, not direct vlogging. Although I do think, you know, we might have more of a vlog style for like our engine build process
so like
and car build process. But overall, like shows and stuff like that, I think it's more of just not necessarily vlogging it and saying, hey, what's up, guys? This is Sam and Connor going to WCC season opener. But more so of just like telling you guys the story of how the day goes, how these shows go, showcasing the culture, and just showcasing the amazingness behind these car shows. That's it.
Yeah.
So I think it's fucking awesome. I love it. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this season.
There's so much. We've been waiting because a lot of these events are still releasing dates, but there's so much this year.
Oh
so
my
much
God, I
packed.
know.
We got to sit down and figure out, like, set dates aside that we know so we don't schedule shit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The Road America, I almost just said playlist. That's kind of what it is. The schedule for Road America events is almost complete to my knowledge, I believe. They added Grid Life, which,
Oof,
oh
that's
my
happening.
God, it's happening.
And are we camping that one? Do you want to camp that one?
I do, but not there.
Not there.
We'll do the same campsite that we're going to do for the IMSA race.
Where is that?
It's like 2 miles away.
Is it
fucking
north or
perfect.
south?
South.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what would be really
When you
cool?
exit the main entrance, you turn right, you go up the hill, you go past Sargento. It's on a back road.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So kind of by Throttle Stop.
No, throttle stops to the left.
The other way, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
opposite.
talking about when we come in.
Yes,
I see,
opposite
I see. Yeah, so like just before Elkhart Lake.
Mhm.
You know what would be really sweet? What is that really expensive hotel right there by Road America?
Siebkins?
No, it's not Siebkins. Siebkins would be cool to stay the night at one time.
You're seeing the one behind Siebkins?
The one that has the when you're driving down the road, that Road America gate isn't the main gate's on.
Oh,
It's white.
those like condos.
Yeah. That's a
That would be a cool.
that'd be a cool video.
experience.
That'd be a
for
really cool
sure.
experience too. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, they have like a full-fledged garage with like classic cars.
I know.
In it.
Oh yeah, on the left. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
I'm blanking on the name of it. I know what it's called,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
that'd be cool
off
to
the top of my
do.
head.
Actually, like a Road America weekend, but we stay at like the Siebkins Hotel.
Yeah.
Like down
Yeah.
in Elkhart Lake.
Absolutely. Showcase the story behind
Yeah.
that.
Friday night, go to the beach.
One of the guys from 0 to 60, his daughter is the one that owns
Yeah,
Siebkins.
yeah.
That would be just cool to get
It's the owner of 060, isn't it?
I don't think it's the owner. No, it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is the owner. Fucking stupid. Actually, I don't know. I'll be honest. Chris is probably gonna be like, yeah, I know it was the other guy. Actually,
It's whoever owns the Blackwing.
yeah,
Isn't that?
yep.
I don't want to say names.
I think
feel like
that's.
we
I
aren't
think that's
supposed
the.
to say
I'm
names right now.
positive that's the owner.
Yeah.
I think. I'm.
Yeah.
I'm positive that's
I'm
the owner
pretty
of
sure
the
he owns 0 to
F40.
yes, and I think he owns 0 to 60.
Probably. But yeah, no, it'd be cool to even get like
I
in
need
the
to.
Siebkins.
Oh my god, I need to see that F40 again. I've been driving my F40 competition that I found on a barn find on Forza.
It's a good time.
The noise is just,
The car is incredible.
sitting in the presence of that car
I know,
in real
I know.
life
It's
is
wild.
like
It's bizarre.
it's so weird.
Well, then you look at the paint and you look at the texture, what's underneath the paint,
Yeah.
and you're like, wow.
This whole entire car is made out of carbon fiber.
It's not just like a factory orange peel on my
Yeah.
fucking
No.
on my Toyota Tundra or Tacoma. It's a fucking Tundra.
Yeah.
My Tacoma. That's a fucking like. There's weaves there, dude.
Yeah.
There's weaves right
Yeah.
there. That's
And
something
I love
special.
like the plexi rear.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Kevlar. Isn't that what
It's
it is?
probably a carbon Kevlar.
I was gonna say
hybrid,
carbon
yeah.
Kevlar, not
Yeah.
just carbon fiber. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that car is something. I can't wait for the. I think they might end up doing like a opening season cruise.
You were saying that, and the other thing too is I need you to keep an ear out because if you hear from Chris that he's going to take it to the track,
Yep.
we need to know, and I want to hear. I need to hear it.
that 40.
I need to
Oh,
hear
yeah.
that F40 on that
Absolutely.
track.
I know they've done.
I'd love to get like a. Just,
It's tough with that, you know, with them not wanting photography, cinematography, and
I don't
us
even
being,
care about that. I just want
yeah,
to hear it. I
you
know.
and us being like somewhat pretty close to that whole
Yeah.
that whole business. But overstepping boundaries, I'm not here for that. The experience that they provide us is fucking awesome.
I know. Like
Just-
if we never get to film anything there or do
That's
any work
fine.
for them,
That's fine.
the ability, the fact that we have the ability to go in there, walk in, and have a conversation with any of those
Yeah.
guys, and
Watch-
they're fine with us
yeah.
being there,
Absolutely.
is nuts.
And watch the process between
I
their
know.
builds. It's like, fuck.
And I love what I love most about that place is that every year that we go and walk back in,
Yeah.
not a single fucking thing changes.
Nothing.
Everything's in the
It's all the
exact.
same.
It's the
Yeah.
exact same.
Yeah, they didn't scrape up the tile to
No.
redo it. They didn't scrape
No.
off the walls to repaint them.
I
They
know.
just leave it.
It's
And they got
perfect.
the same stump because it was I think a
less stump forward,
yeah,
right?
less stump forward way back when.
Yeah.
They still got the same stump sign up.
Yeah.
Just cool. I don't know. There's something about it. It's just that place has my heart. But yeah, I think it would be cool to maybe get, if we're gonna go to Road America, maybe be in conversation with somebody because Siebkins is historical.
Very.
I mean, it's more than just like I get to know the owner and talk to, you know, the vibe of the place. It's not that. It's the the race car drivers' names that are on the
Yeah,
wall.
dude. Like if you live in Wisconsin and you're into cars and you haven't gone to the Siebkens
Yeah.
bar, just the bar, not even the
Oh my
hotel.
God.
The bar is such an experience.
It
You
is.
walk in and there are photos of like racers from all over the world
Yeah.
that have like nailed their like shirt or
jerseys,
flag or
signed
anything.
something.
The inside
Yeah.
bar is covered in
It
race
is.
memorabilia.
stickers,
It's awesome.
stickers of actual
It's
race cars.
Such a cool place to go. Food is actually not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Not bad at
it's
all.
not bad at all. It's really good food.
Never like crazy packed unless you're there
No,
on an Elkhart
no.
Lake weekend or
Yeah.
Road America weekend.
Road
but-
America, yeah. And then also being right, I believe that is the original Road America track.
Dude, I was just about to say what would be sick is if they closed the roads down and did an OG, road course.
I think they do. I think that's what they do for the Vintage Week. I think
if they do that, that would be
I
nuts.
think they use the original racetrack
Yeah.
as the car show
Yeah.
staging it. I know they do the F40. I think sat outside of Siebkens last year for that vintage car, which I'm missing, which fucking pisses me off. But yeah, no, dude, just man, Road America as a whole is just like the coolest place.
We're very
ever.
blessed that that's here in
Oh
Wisconsin.
my god, yeah. To be able to drive there and get there within an hour is bizarre, completely bizarre. I can't wait for
And the fact that the drive down there is the drive that we get to
Literally.
take.
Literally.
Like, that drive that we get
The
from
roads.
Appleton to Road America
The
is
roads. You
fucking
haven't
amazing.
experienced
No.
the back road one that we did that one
No,
time.
you were trying to find it that one day.
I know where one of the roads is. But
I have the Porsche Drive app,
Yeah.
and a lot of people have gone on there and routed.
so
I just have never owned a car to take them.
right.
So I have
think
the
what
route.
would be really cool is if you when you do get the 944 come along on that cruise. I think it'd probably be my mom and Chris in the R. I'll probably take the TTRS again because I have.
I'll be far away from everybody then.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. It doesn't
150 horse.
Nobody's. There's some cars that don't go that fast in that cruise, which is fine.
How
And if-
many people are in that? Is it like a full on road rally to get down there?
Last time we did it, I think there was about like 10, 15,
was so cool.
maybe. But there was, there was an old Cobra.
Yeah.
There's Corvettes, ZL1.
Oh, that silver one?
Yeah.
Dude, that one's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. I don't like those, but that was a crazy. Yeah.
There's Porsches. Nothing super exotic, but just guys that really appreciate the cars that they have.
Yeah.
And that's just it. It's nothing easy. Nobody needs to come and pull up in a fucking Aventador. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's just the cars that they have and what they do. That's the coolest fucking part.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be cool. I don't know if they've said anything about it this year on like a season opener for that. But for sure, the fall drive that we do for the last day of Siebkens being open, you got to come on that one with the 944. If it's you and I in the back, I don't give a fuck. I seriously don't care. We can trail behind and we'll watch them from up front. We'll speed up as necessary. But that road, that not normal road, oh my god, dude.
You know what we really got to do? We have to get CBs.
Oh yeah,
We
absolutely.
have to get CB
Absolutely.
radios.
I want that.
We
for
were
sure.
figuring this out because we were talking about back when we were on bikes, and we had the Sennas or the Cardos or whatever
Yep.
we had. We're like, what's the closest thing you could do in a car?
CB.
CB radio.
CB radio.
For sure.
Yeah. A worst case scenario too, like just being on a call through the speakers.
Yeah, but that would just drop. So
Yeah.
my other thought would be, what if we got like some type of like handheld like walkie-talkie radio type situation?
do
But
that
then you
too.
gotta, it's not.
Yeah, you
hand,
gotta click
know?
it. Yeah, it's not that fun. Yeah, I don't know. I think that'd be fucking awesome though. But for sure this year, I'd like to get the 944 when we inevitably go and pick that thing up.
Yeah.
Somewhere, whatever one it is.
If it's not that one, there's another one that I actually have. I've been talking to him.
Yeah.
So there's some works going on in the background.
There are.
I'm excited.
I don't think I'll have an E30 this year. I don't. Unless the right price comes along, like that one. I was pretty adamant on going and buying that one. I do think I could attain one this year. It's got to be the right one.
Yeah.
But inevitably, if I don't end up picking one that's just $3,000 needs a little bit of work, $4,000 needs a little bit of work, that stumbles across me this year within the state of Wisconsin. If I don't stumble across one, then I'm going to just keep waiting until I can buy a $7,000 to $10,000 one. And I'll go and get that. It'll be runnable or it'll be drivable. Minimal work needed, whatever, and we'll run from there.
Yeah.
But I don't want to fuck myself with an absolute shit box.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to be stressful and time managing. So, but yeah, dude, I'm excited. This year's gonna be fun. This year's gonna be really fun.
It is. We need to get this stupid ass weather out of the way.
I know. I know.
Currently snowing right now.
I think it is actually really snowing right now.
It's ridiculous.
Let's check out the.
Wait, there's no window there.
We blocked it. Yeah, it is.
I drove past the other day. We fucked up one of the blinds. It's
Really?
like slightly tilted, and you can see the sound deadening foam behind it. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I saw
yeah.
that. It looked like somebody was peeking out the
Yeah.
window when I came. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Oh, that's funny. We should have put like a face in there. Can't take it down.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, that was a great conversation.
That was.
Thank you everybody for listening.
Absolutely.
Again, we're continuously thankful and impressed by how this podcast is actually turning out. So.
Yeah, and there may be some times where we sound like complete dumbasses,
Yeah.
but we accept it. So if you want to leave a comment saying, "Man, these guys suck," or "They're stupid," or "Wow, Connor really sounded like a dumbass at between the minutes of 40 minutes and 50 minutes in this video, which is terrible, Connor, you need to fix yourself," I probably already know.
Yeah.
But you can leave the comment because it's reassuring, and I know I need to fix it for the next time. So, yeah, we're aware of it. We're pretty dumb, and we accept that.
Yeah.
But whatever. Sue me. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Peace.